Welcome, beautiful Virgo. Take a slow breath and allow yourself to feel the quiet pull that brought you here. There are no accidents in the spiritual realm, no random clicks, no meaningless moments. When something reaches you at the exact second your intuition feels awake, it is because you were guided. And right now, whether you realize it or not, you are standing inside a moment of divine timing. You arrived here because something has been shifting around you. Something subtle, something silent, something watching you from the edges of your energetic field. A presence, a thought, a connection that has been circling your aura like a soft whisper waiting for the right moment to be heard, and that moment is now. The universe has been aligning tiny threads around your path. The way a certain song seemed to follow you, the flash of déjà vu that lingered, the sudden awareness of being observed not by eyes, but by energy. It's the sense of someone's attention resting gently on you from a distance, without intrusion, without pressure. Simply watching, quietly, silently, curiously. This message found you because a revelation is approaching. Something hidden is preparing to surface. Something unspoken is moving toward light. Perhaps you felt it, that faint tug in your intuition, that almost magnetic feeling that keeps returning without explanation. Maybe you felt someone's energy brushing against yours like a cool breeze at unexpected moments. Maybe your dreams have become more vivid, or your heart has stirred without a clear reason. These are not coincidences. These are signals. There is someone whose awareness has been drifting toward you, Virgo. Someone who has been observing your strength, your growth, your resilience, your quiet beauty. Someone who notices the way you carry yourself, the way you handle life, the way you rise even after seasons of heaviness. You have been on their mind more than you know, not loudly, not dramatically, but consistently, like a candle glowing in the corner of a dark room. And as you stand in this moment of alignment, the unseen begins to reveal itself. Something is approaching, soft but undeniable, a truth that has been forming in silence, waiting for its moment to be revealed. In the next chapter, we step deeper into the presence watching you, and the energy behind the eyes you cannot yet see. There is an energy lingering at the edge of your life, Virgo, gentle, aware, and more connected to you than you might imagine. This presence has been watching you not in a physical way, but in an emotional, intuitive, spiritual way. Someone has been observing your growth, your silence, your strength, and your transformation with a quiet fascination that even they did not expect to feel so intensely. This is someone who knows you in a way that goes beyond the surface. Someone who has sensed your shifts even from afar. Someone who has been paying attention to how your energy has changed, how you've become more grounded, more radiant, more aligned. Their awareness settles on you the way moonlight settles on water, softly, consistently, without needing to be seen to be felt. Their watching is not intrusive. It isn't heavy or uncomfortable. It comes from curiosity, admiration, and an unspoken emotional pull that they have not yet found the courage to voice. They are drawn to your presence even when they try to step back. They notice your glow even when you're quiet. They feel your energy even when you are far away. Perhaps this is someone you already know. A familiar soul whose energy has brushed against yours in the past. Or perhaps it is someone whose presence has only existed on the outskirts of your awareness. Someone who has been silently learning you from a distance. Whichever it is, their attention is genuine and their intentions are gentle. Their silence isn't disinterest, it's hesitation, a pause, a gathering of courage. They watch because they feel something forming that they themselves don't fully understand yet. A mixture of admiration and longing, recognition, appreciation, and something deeper, something that has been awakening slowly, like a dawn that refuses to be rushed. They notice the subtle shifts in your expression, the softness in your voice, the way you hold yourself when you're confident, and the way you hold yourself when you're protecting your heart. They see the details most people overlook. They feel the emotions most people fail to sense. And as this silent observer continues to watch, something inside them is beginning to rise. Something that can no longer stay hidden behind quiet glances and unspoken thoughts. In the next chapter, we step into what draws their eyes toward you, and why your presence has become impossible for them to ignore. There is something about you, Virgo, that lingers in the mind long after the moment has passed. Something quiet yet powerful. Something magnetic without trying. This is what draws their eyes toward you. The aura you carry, the grace you move with, the grounded presence that makes people feel both curious and comforted at the same time. You don't chase attention. You attract it through authenticity. You don't try to impress. You embody sincerity. And it is this very contrast, your softness paired with your strength, your humility paired with your brilliance, that has made you unforgettable to the one quietly watching you. They see your calm intelligence, the way you think before you speak, the way you observe before you act. There is a wisdom in your silence that intrigues them, a depth in your gaze that makes them feel seen in ways they struggle to articulate. You don't need to be loud to be impactful. Your presence speaks for you. They are drawn to your steadiness, the way you navigate storms without losing your center, the way you carry scars with dignity, the way you choose peace even when you're hurting. This person notices that. They recognize resilience when they see it. And in you, they see a soul who has been tested, but never broken. Then there is your purity of intention, your kindness, your attention to detail, your ability to care in ways that feel sincere and grounding. These things stay with people. They stay with this person. They replay moments where your gentleness stood out, where your truth felt refreshing, where your presence felt like a safe space. Even the qualities you think no one notices, the way you listen deeply, the way you protect your heart, the way you move with purpose, these are the exact qualities that magnetize their attention. You are not loud in your glow, Virgo. You shine in a way that feels holy, effortless, real. And that is why their eyes, their thoughts, and their intuition keep returning to you. They feel something in your energy they cannot find elsewhere, something they didn't realize they needed until they felt it in you. And as their awareness deepens, your own intuition begins to stir. Because in the next chapter, you'll uncover the signs you've already felt, the subtle clues that reveal you've sensed their presence long before realizing it. You've felt it, Virgo, even if you couldn't quite name it. A soft awareness rising inside you, like the faint glow of a lantern seen through fog. Before you ever knew someone was quietly watching you, your intuition picked up on the shift. Because Virgo intuition doesn't shout, it whispers. And those whispers have been growing louder. You may have noticed small things. A sudden thought of someone you hadn't considered in a long time. A flutter in your chest without explanation. A dream that felt too vivid, too symbolic, too real to dismiss. These moments are not random. They are echoes of the connection already forming in the subtle layers of your energy. Perhaps you felt watched, not in a fearful way, but in a spiritual way. As if a pair of eyes or an energetic presence was resting softly on your aura. You may have sensed someone thinking about you, someone remembering you, someone tuning into your frequency even from a distance. This is the intuition of an earth sign, precise, quiet, and always right on time. Symbols have likely been touching your path, feathers appearing when you're deep in thought, a silhouette catching your eye at the exact moment you were thinking of someone, the number 9 repeating itself, or even a warm breeze brushing your skin as if in acknowledgement. These signs aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. Your body has been picking up on this connection. A small acceleration of the heart, a chill up your spine, a deep breath that arrives without being prompted. You can feel when someone's energy turns toward you, because your spirit has always been tuned to truth. There is also the sense of déjà vu, as if the present moment is looping something from the past. Maybe a phrase, a memory, a sudden emotional shift. These sensations are messages from your inner compass, guiding you toward the realization that someone has been reaching for you. Energetically, silently, consistently. Your intuition has been preparing you, nudging you, aligning you with something approaching from beyond the surface. And now that you're aware of the signs, Virgo, the timing begins to make sense. Because in the next chapter, you'll understand exactly why their attention is intensifying right now, and what the universe is aligning behind the scenes in your favor. There is a reason their attention is intensifying now, Virgo. Energetically, something has shifted, not only around you, but within them as well. It's as if the universe has turned up the volume on a connection that once whispered softly in the background, and now the sound is becoming impossible for them to ignore. This person has been quietly observing you for a while, but recently something triggered a deeper awakening inside them. A memory resurfaced. A moment reminded them of you. A realization arrived unexpectedly, like light breaking through a half-closed curtain. And once that spark ignited, it began to grow. You may have felt the shift too. The way their energy presses a little closer, the way your intuition feels more alert, the way the air around you seems charged with possibility. This is not coincidence. This is alignment unfolding in real time. The universe often works in cycles, and you've stepped into a cycle of revelation. Something about your life, your glow, your resilience has recently elevated. You've been healing, growing, shedding old layers, stepping into a more grounded version of yourself. Your energy has become clearer, stronger, brighter, and they feel it, even from afar. Their attention intensifies because they can sense your transformation. They can feel you rising. They can feel the shift in your frequency. And part of them fears missing the moment, while another part feels irresistibly pulled toward you. Symbols will begin showing themselves more frequently now. A flicker of silver light, mirrored numbers like 11 or 99, a sudden sparkle in the corner of your vision, or a dream that feels more like a message than a memory. These are signs that a revelation is forming, a truth that has been resting beneath the surface, waiting for the right energetic moment to emerge. Their watching becomes deeper. Their thoughts become clearer. Their emotions become less avoidable. And just as the night turns toward dawn, their attention is turning toward action. Because this intensifying energy is not meant to remain silent forever. It is building toward a moment, a shift, a reveal that has already begun setting itself in motion. And in the next chapter, we move toward that moment, uncovering what they're finally starting to realize about you and why those realizations are about to change everything. Inside this person, Virgo, something has been unfolding quietly, a recognition they can no longer ignore. What began as curiosity has deepened into clarity. What began as distant observation has grown into understanding. And now, the truth they feel about you is rising to the surface with a strength that surprises even them. They are beginning to see you differently. Or perhaps more accurately, they are beginning to see you clearly for the first time. The layers they once overlooked are now the ones they can't stop thinking about. Your steadiness, your depth, your sincerity, your quiet power. The way you move through life with both resilience and softness. These qualities have taken root inside their awareness. And it isn't simply that they find you captivating. It's that they feel something familiar in your presence. Something that feels like home. Something real. Something rare. They are realizing that your energy brings a sense of calm they don't experience with others. That your silence is meaningful, not empty. That your eyes hold understanding even when you don't speak. They are discovering that you have a way of seeing into the heart of things and into the heart of them in a way that feels both gentle and undeniable. In the privacy of their mind, they replay the moments when your truth touched them. A conversation, a glance, a small act of kindness, a moment of authenticity that left an imprint. They didn't expect these memories to resurface, and yet here they are, louder than ever. Symbols reflect this awakening inside them. The owl, clarity and wisdom rising in the dark, the flicker of a blue light, truth and emotional honesty, a soft wind, messages carried through intuition rather than words. Each symbol echoes what their heart is realizing, that you hold a presence unlike anyone else, and that their attention has turned into something deeper, something more meaningful than simple curiosity. They now understand why their energy has been pulled toward you. They understand why watching you from a distance no longer feels like enough. A revelation is forming, one tied to what they feel, what they fear, and what they're finally ready to acknowledge. And in the next chapter, Virgo, we move into the tension before the reveal, the doubts, hesitations, and spiritual obstacles that have kept them silent until now. Before truth rises, Virgo, there is always a moment of tension, a pause between what is felt and what is spoken. This person stands inside that pause right now, holding a mixture of emotion and hesitation that has kept their revelation from reaching you sooner. Their watching has been steady, their awareness deep, but their courage has not moved at the same pace. There are doubts swirling inside them, soft, quiet fears that whisper at the edges of their confidence. What if I'm misreading the connection? What if Virgo has moved on? What if I'm not ready for what this means? These thoughts don't come from a lack of interest. They come from the intensity of what they feel. When something matters, hesitation grows teeth. You may feel some of these doubts as well, Virgo. A sense of emotional pressure in your chest, a flicker of uncertainty before sleep, a moment where you question your intuition even though it has never led you astray. Any anxiety you felt recently is not yours alone. You are sensing their internal conflict, their trembling, their longing, their fear of stepping forward too quickly. They also carry spiritual obstacles, remnants of old wounds, old disappointments, old patterns that make them cautious. They don't want to repeat mistakes. They don't want to open a door without knowing the ground beneath their feet is steady. So instead of stepping into the light, they've been pacing in the shadows. But hesitation is not destiny. It is simply a bridge between thought and action. Spirit is gently preparing both of you for what comes next by slowing the process just enough for clarity to form. The universe is clearing doubts, softening fear, and guiding them toward the courage they've been trying to cultivate. And you, Virgo, are being prepared emotionally, releasing what no longer serves you, grounding yourself, opening your intuition, aligning your inner world for the change approaching. You may notice moments where time feels strange, where an hour lingers or a day speeds by. This is the energetic recalibration that happens before a revelation enters the physical realm. And as these doubts dissolve, something begins to shift. A doorway opening, a moment aligning, a truth preparing to step forward. Because in the next chapter, Virgo, the silence begins to break, and their presence starts moving toward you in ways you will soon feel unmistakably. There comes a moment, Virgo, when the energy that has been circling quietly in the background begins to move, gently at first, then with unmistakable intention. You are stepping into that moment now. The silence that once separated you from this person is softening, thinning, preparing to break open like a door being pushed by an unseen hand. At the edges of your life, their presence is beginning to stir. You may notice subtle shifts, the kind that make your intuition lift its head and pay attention. A sudden message that feels perfectly timed, their name appearing in a place you didn't expect. A social media interaction that feels deliberate, not random. A dream that leaves their energy vivid in your chest long after waking. These are the first steps of their revelation taking form. Their energy is approaching you like a quiet tide, rising inch by inch. They feel the pull more strongly now, the urge to speak, to reach out, to move from watching to acting. The inner hesitations that once held them back are dissolving under the weight of truth. They don't want to stay in the shadows anymore. The need for clarity is growing inside them like a flame that refuses to dim. Symbols will confirm this nearing moment: a doorway appearing in your dreams or thoughts, the number wands repeating in unexpected places, the color silver catching your eye like a soft shimmer. These signs represent transition, the crossing of one energetic phase into another. The universe is aligning circumstances, rearranging timing, softening your emotional field so that when their presence reaches you, your heart recognizes the moment instantly. You may feel your intuition becoming sharper, your emotions settling into a strange calm, your thoughts opening like a window letting in fresh air. This is preparation, not coincidence. You may even sense them thinking of you more intensely. A warmth in your chest, a sudden lift in your energy, a feeling of being pulled forward by something unseen. These sensations are real. They are the imprint of their awareness moving closer to yours. And as the invisible door between you begins to open, what was once hidden prepares to reveal itself, not through imagination, but through interaction, alignment, and truth. Because in the next chapter, Virgo, the impact of this revelation arrives, and the ways it shapes your path will be impossible to ignore. As their energy moves closer, Virgo, the world around you begins to shift, not dramatically, not abruptly, but with a softness that feels almost sacred. Revelations do not crash into your life, they unfold. And the one approaching you now carries the power to realign pieces of your path you didn't even realize were ready to move. The first impact arrives within you, a steadying, a sense of emotional clarity settling over your thoughts like gentle morning light. Confusion dissolves, doubts loosen. Your inner world feels calmer, clearer, more spacious. This is your spirit preparing to receive what is coming, not with fear, but with understanding. Then comes alignment. Circumstances begin to make sense in ways they didn't before. Delays that frustrated you now reveal themselves as divine protection. Endings that once felt heavy show their purpose. Even the silence between you and this person begins to feel intentional, almost meaningful, like the quiet before a door finally opens. You may also feel your confidence rising, a grounding in your worth, a deeper connection to your intuition. These internal shifts are not random. They are the direct influence of the revelation drawing near. Their presence is not just approaching your life, it is elevating it. Synchronicities will increase. The timing of conversations, unexpected encounters, repetitive signs, intuitive nudges, all of these begin interlocking like pieces of a greater pattern, finally revealing its design. You may feel as though life is speaking to you more clearly than it has in a long time. Even gentle obstacles, moments of doubt, emotional sensitivity, or brief overthinking, serve a purpose. They remind you to slow down, to breathe, to align rather than react. These small shadows are not signs of danger. They are simply the final adjustments before clarity arrives. As this revelation approaches, your energy becomes magnetic. You stand anchored, calm, open. And because you have aligned yourself with truth, the truth can now find you. What comes next is not chaos or confusion. It is unfolding, a stabilization of your emotional world, a strengthening of your intuition, a connection stepping into the light after existing for so long in the quiet. And in the next chapter, Virgo, you receive the final illumination, the blessing, the confirmation, and the closing message that marks the beginning of a whole new cycle. Take a slow breath, Virgo, because you are stepping into the final illumination, the moment when everything that has been unfolding in silence begins to make sense. The threads that were once scattered now weave into a single, clear line of truth. A revelation is not just coming. It has already begun its descent into your reality, guided by timing too precise to ignore. In the subtle spaces around you, a final sign will appear. It may come as a shimmering star in a dream, the soft glow of a candle flame flickering in a moment of stillness, or the sudden presence of the number tres. A message of alignment, awakening, and divine confirmation. These symbols are not coincidences. They are the universe's way of whispering, "You were right to trust your intuition." Because your intuition, Virgo, has been guiding you perfectly. Every sensation, every nudge, every moment of quiet knowing has been preparing you for what is now ready to unfold. The person who has been quietly watching you is no longer content with silence. Their inner awakening has reached a tipping point. The revelation forming within them is ready to step forward in its true shape. This unfolding is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to elevate you, to bring clarity where there was uncertainty, to bring warmth where there was distance, to bring truth where there was guessing. You are entering a cycle where your inner and outer worlds finally meet, where what you have felt intuitively aligns with what you begin to see physically. Your path is opening, Virgo. The energy around you is brightening. The next chapter of your life invites you to move with confidence, grace, and trust. You have shed old doubts, healed quiet wounds, and strengthened your spirit in ways you may not even recognize yet. That inner growth has shaped the timing of this revelation. And now, as the cycle completes, you step into a softer, higher, more illuminated phase. One where you are guided, protected, and deeply aligned with your own truth. The universe has delivered this message at the exact moment your heart was ready to receive it. A revelation is coming, Virgo, and you are prepared, grounded, open, and standing in the perfect doorway between what was hidden and what is finally ready to be revealed.